Hey guys, this is Chris giving you a review for the Harman Kardon Bluetooth headphones. And I've tested these just for quite a few days, and I tried it in different situations, and I just wanted to give you my feedback on it. So here's the case, which I really like. It's very low profile with the headphones in there, so it makes it easy to pack it in a backpack. And you don't have to worry about squishing it since the headphones actually come in flat. You know, it doesn't bulge out inside there. One thing you might notice is that I actually changed the band. It comes with another band, and it says large on the top of it right there. The one that comes already installed is a size small. It fits my head, but I have a larger head than most people, so I tried the large one, and I feel a little more comfortable in it. So you can see the size difference between the large and the small. So yeah, that's the difference right there. Okay, so first off, I test this in a variety of situations, and I tried it while working out, I tried it at a party, and I tried it in a quiet situation. So in all three, I thought the sound was really great. It doesn't have any, as far as sound isolating, they're not sound isolating earphones. I could still hear the outside like at a party, but it's not bad. I mean, I could still hear the music very well. Another thing that I have to point out is that the volume on these headphones are separate from your phone. So you can max out your phone's volume, and you can max out these as well. So this actually pumps out louder than I guess some other headphones, where when you change the volume here, it actually changes on your phone. But no, these are two different volume buttons. So as far as sound, I give it about an 8.5 out of 10. The mids and highs are really good. The bass is strong, but not too overwhelming where it drowns out the music. The sound is very crisp and clear. I would compare this to like a Bang & Olufsen or I'm not sure, but it's really good sound quality. The only thing I had to complain about was probably the phone calls. It can take phone calls the same way as you pick up a call using the play button, and the microphone's right here. It has like a little metal, like I guess filter, which is supposed to reduce wind noise. And when I was on the phone, I tried it, and they could hear me okay. They said sometimes they could hear other movements of the headphone and other noise, but I mean, I was able to carry on a conversation without getting too frustrated to hang up. So that's that. The other thing about this headphone is the build quality. I really like how the aluminum finish. It's really nice. It's really smooth, and it's sturdy. I don't feel worried or anything, or I don't feel worried about breaking these. I feel like I could be pretty rough with them, and they could take a beating. What's pretty cool is the removable earmuffs. These things, I actually found them detached by itself, and I was wondering how did it. I was like, I can't believe it broke after just a couple days, but I saw it on the floor like this, and I was like, oh my gosh, I broke it. And you could see the speaker inside there, but these are actually magnetically connected. So I just go like this, and it just connects. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not sure why you want removable earmuffs. Maybe to clean it, or I don't know. Maybe to diagnose maybe a problem in here. But yeah, it connects with magnets. Thought it was really cool. As far as changing the headband, it takes about like less than a minute. It's really easy. You just have to turn these earphones the other way, and it detaches. It just comes off like that. And this headband slides off through the little niche right here. And you just change your headband. It's pretty easy. If you want to put it back on, you just slide it and snap. So that's that. As far as the build quality, I give it a 9 out of 10. It's very sturdy. A lot of it's made out of aluminum, except for the earpieces are made out of plastic, and this is made out of some kind of leather, maybe pleather. Yeah, so that's that. And the next topic I want to talk about is the functionality. I give it a 7 out of 10, only because these button placements. This is on the left side of the headphone, and it feels kind of weird to reach back with your left hand and push this with your thumb behind your head. It's kind of awkward placement. I kind of wish that these buttons were on the other side, on the front here. So if you want to solve this problem, you could just flip it like this, and I think it'd be great, but then your microphone will be on the back. So I don't know, maybe it's just me. It's like it was designed for a left-handed person, but I think the buttons should be on the right front. Other than that, let's see, the plain pause buttons, there's a slight increase, a little dimple of the button, so you can kind of tell which button you're pressing, but For the most of the time, when I'm reaching back there, I can't tell which button I'm pressing. And the only way I know is that I run my finger from the top, and the first thing I hit is I only know that that's the increase in volume, and the one after that will be my play or pause or change track. But other than that, I can't just go quickly back there and press it. It's hard to tell which button is the one you're pressing. So that's one of the things one of my gripes about the button placement, and how you can't really tell which button you're pressing. As far as pairing the Bluetooth, I thought it was very easy. You just have to turn on the Bluetooth button, which is down here. It says BT. It's very easy to turn it on, and it pairs very easily. The only thing, the problem with this is that this power button, which is the Bluetooth button, it doesn't tell you anywhere else that it's on. So if I hold my finger down to turn it on, it actually turns blue. But since the light is underneath the button, I can't tell if it's on or not. They should have made the light over here, so when I press it, it'll tell you that it's on. And the only way that you can tell that it's on is you have to be wearing it, and when you hold it down, it'll make a noise, some sound effect letting you know that it's on, or if you turned it off. And I've had some issues of it turning on and off, and I can't tell if it's on or if it's just out of batteries. But eventually, if you hold it down long enough, it's gonna do something. Another thing I noticed is that when you use the included auxiliary cables, which is right here, and if your Bluetooth is off, or if you run out of batteries, which would probably be the number one reason why you'd use these. Oops. Oh yeah, by the way, it can only go in one way. These two auxiliaries are different size, as you can see. So one goes into here. It's a smaller auxiliary. But is that if you decide to use auxiliary and this is not powered, you can't use the play and volume buttons. They no longer work. So yeah, and you also can't pick up calls when you're using auxiliary too. So that's one of the things you got to consider, that if you decide to use this only for the auxiliary, you can't change the volume, you can't change tracks. Some other things that were pretty cool was that the charging cable uses the same auxiliary port, and you could use any USB to charge it. I'm using this Apple plug to connect it. But charging takes roughly about 2 hours, but in my testing it took about an hour and a half at most. And the battery life is really good. I couldn't use it long enough to drain the battery, and I used it for about maybe 4 or 5 hours straight while studying. I never got the sound effects of letting me know that it's running low on battery. But yeah, overall I really like these headphones. I was looking forward to not liking them. I wanted to return them because I want to try another headphone. But these are actually headphones that I actually want to keep. So I would totally recommend getting it. Other than those flaws that I pointed out, I still think the headphones are still worth getting. So yeah, my name is Chris, and stay tuned for our next review for another product.